Okay. I'm making a peach cobbler. I made one, but it's not going to be much talking in this video. It's just going to be doing. I put the rest in there. Okay. Okay. Peach cobbler, I'm putting this. A little bit more than a cup and a half. That's what I do. But this is just the peach cobbler. You know, I'm trying more cans than I usually try. So, one can is supposed to have the juice. And I'm using these peaches here. And but since this is going to be kind of like the biggest cobbler I ever made. I ain't talking about nobody else. But I ever made. And these cans carry so much juice. Yeah. I don't want too much juice. Okay. You pour all the juice. You pour it in there. I got 4 of these cans and a little bit. Just a little juice. I don't want too much. I'm new to this. Because they carry a lot of juice. Okay. And a little can. I made a little one. I made it the way they told me to. But the problem is, there wasn't enough peaches in it for me. There wasn't enough peaches in it for me, so. So, this is the way it look. That's the way it look. Okay. And I'm going to put a cup of brown sugar. And at this point, I'm doing it my way. I made it, the small one, and it came out pretty good. And I put a cup of sugar, regular sugar. I gotta find I'm gonna see if it's gonna come out the way I want it. Last time I forgot to put the cinnamon inside of it. And be real gentle with it, give it, you want that taste. And I'm going to stir it up. You do it to your taste. If you like it real sweet or you like it burly sweet, this is all in your hand. You do it the whatever way you want to. It's just a 3-way thing, really. I'm going to put 2 of these in here. I'm going to put 2. Usually people just do, oops. Some people just do a little bit, whatever that is. And just stir it up in there. You know, I didn't do what I wanted to. I supposed to been spreading the sides, but I didn't do that. I like peaches. You don't have a peach cobbler, at least put peaches in it. You know, I fixed this, my poster, and didn't even know I fixed it the way I fixed it. It was funny. That's good. That's good. I don't even need to put no more. I'm gonna put a little bit more brown sugar in it. Oh shoot. Okay. Right there. And this is where it looks. You see that? That's the way you want it to look. Okay. Okay. I want to put a little more. I want to put just a little bit more on there. Okay. Because, you know, I'm realizing I'm like baking. I watch stuff on TikTok and I have to start off simple. Because, baby, if I go any other way, I'll be lost. And then you use this. You can use any kind you like. But I'm going to try this kind. The other kind, I think I tried French vanilla. I'm not for sure. But you use this. Okay. I like cleaning up kind of after myself. I just got two because your whole thing is, and as y'all seen, it was a lot of juice. You don't want too much juice. That's why I bought two of these. Cause if I use, it probably oh god, set your stove at 350. Hold on, I'll show y'all in a minute. Oh, hold on. I use my little rice thingy. And you just spread it from corner to corner. I might not have to use both of them. I might open and put a little bit more on the top, y'all. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Last time I didn't use enough butter. Oh shoot. Make sure y'all butter is room temperature. And how y'all liking the snow? I went out there in it. I ain't gonna lie. I went out there and it's like ice. It's ice. It's late. It was it's nighttime, so there weren't that many cars out there. I went and got us some pizza. And stuff, so went and did that. And now I'm cooking is, have y'all ever seen food you want, but when you get it, it's not what you want? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Kind of what I did. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it just a little bit more. One more, the same one. One would do it. It probably be a 9x13 pan. But 9x13, unless you get the deep dish pan, it ain't gonna hold it like you know, you're not gonna be able to put much peaches in it. Cause the one I had, I was using this. And as y'all see, it's not deep at all. But I'll try to find ways to make it better. And yeah, y'all use any technique that y'all want to use. Don't use the one I'll use. And plus, it's all over TikTok. If you really want to know how to make it, they show you how to make it from scratch. They show you how to make it this way, which is easy for me. You know, so it'll probably be easier for scratch for me. But my patience, I'm working on patience. My patience, yeah. Even though I made this before, y'all wouldn't believe how many times I sit there and watch the video again. Different ones, see different ways again. Is there any other way I want to do this? If I'm sure this is the way I want to do it? Yeah, that's me. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. That's it. So, it's a trip to me because you can actually, sorry about the thumb, y'all. And then y'all get like a stick and a half, but like I said, this is a bigger pan. And I'm going to tell y'all too, if you, make sure, I'm going to cook this really an hour. Y'all, because I try to cook it the way 45 minutes, 60 minutes. It just didn't come out. It didn't come out the way it's supposed to. And make sure you put butter all the way through it, because if not, I don't think it don't cook all the way through. It don't cook all the way through. And this is really fattening. Yes, me. But I like doing, I got to figure out my niche for TikTok, YouTube, what I like to do besides sleep. So, and just do it the best way y'all know how to do it. It's simple. Don't make it hard like I do. I make it harder than what it is. I make a lot of stuff harder than what it is. So, I'm a person who overthinks everything. So, when it comes to cooking, you just can imagine. I overthink it. No, I can do it. I used to take risks when it comes to cooking when my kids was little. Now it's like, oh, is that sure? It got to be exactly right. You know? Yeah, I'm just putting pieces. Do it to your likings. But just follow the simple. It's very simple, very easy thing to do. And I hope y'all enjoying the weather and enjoying everything. See, I didn't use much of the other one. The other cake, I didn't use much. I used that for something else. I Because I realized you can do a lot with cake. You really can. You can do so much with these cakes. Let me see. I'm gonna put all this junk over here. I throw it all in the trash. Yeah. Throw that in. But I realized the main things y'all need to keep in y'all cabinet is definitely brown sugar and stuff. I'm learning. I am learning. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to you season it. Like I said, just don't go off of what people say, because if you don't like a lot of sugar, stuff like that, because some people just use brown sugar, some just use the white sugar and stuff, and then I use wait a minute. Okay, this one. Yeah, but what I was saying, just go off of what you like. Because me, the more I do it and stuff, and I try to record everything I do for the first time, because I ain't gonna lie, it helps me when the holidays come around. I just like, I'm heavy-handed with stuff. There's cinnamon and sugar cinnamon. I'd like to decorate the top. Okay. And you set your stove for 350 and stuff. 350. I leave an hour. You just keep going back and forth. And you keep checking on it. So it'll be ready. I always use my little pan, my little daughter pan. So it's easy to pick up, you know. It sinks in the middle when you pick it up too. You set your stove for 350, and then look here, that's all that juice, and that's not to from all the cans. I use a lot of juice this time. You're supposed to use 1 can of juice, and when you put, if you're gonna use 1 can of juice, the other 2 don't have none. But since I made a real big one, I don't want to dry it out. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much that's what I'm doing. Oh, we're gonna see how this go. We're gonna lose. Well, I'm gonna see it's gonna take about, set for 350. It could be anywhere 45 to 60 minutes. But I don't see people cooking for an hour, and I see why. Because last time mine went cooked all the way, you know. So I had to keep putting it in there. So I tell y'all, cook it up to an hour and just watch it as it, you know, go. You learn. I'm learning. Be back, okay? So y'all, this is it. It's been cooking for a while. So I believe it's ready. It's kind of cooled down some. And we're going to see how it is. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to get a little bit out. It's not hard yet. So, and it got a lot of juice. A lot of juice. And as you see, it's still hot. So hopefully it'll calm down. And I didn't do much. Because it's not I'm gonna have to let it, cool off. Okay. I don't know how it tastes. It's good. I think when you let it cool, it will have kind of like a hard shell. But when it's hot, it's not. Let me show y'all. It's not too sweet and it's not. It's good. So, Shantae, come here.
I just brushed my teeth.
You did?
Yeah, it's not gonna taste right.
It's alright. Well, she can't try it, y'all. She just brushed her teeth.
Hi, everybody. Long time no see, you guys. I haven't seen y'all in so long. Like, how was your day? It was good. Girl, that sounds interesting. You're gonna have to spill the tea about it later, okay? Alright. Bye, y'all. Gotta go to sleep. Night. Did see that. But it smells amazing.
It's sweet.
It's like really sweet?
No, I don't know.
You didn't let it cool because I thought this part was supposed to like soak it in.
Yeah. And that's what I said. That's why I needed to soak dry up. It's gonna make it crunchy.
Yeah, because you didn't let it soak. You gotta let it sit. Remember they said let it sit for at least like 10 minutes. Because right now it's just, no offense, but watery.
So y'all, I give it since I don't like sweet like that too much. Yeah, I give it about 8.5. Too much sweet. Make sure you have water. If you don't want it too sweet, put 1 cup of sugar, not 2. I gotta lose the stomach for another thing. Excuse me. I gotta lose the stomach. So I gotta leave the sweets alone. But y'all, what I'm trying to say. It's good. I love it. And if you got a sweet tooth, you'll love it. Is it a liquid? That's why it says 1 can of juice costs of this. But I thought because of how I use too much, and I love it. And this right here, y'all, it's not burnt or nothing. That's cinnamon and sugar cinnamon and butter and stuff. That's what you see. But I don't have no problem getting it off of there. But I'm gonna let it sit, and this I hope harden. Y'all, for this amount of so many cans that I use, I let it cook almost really 2 hours because I had a lot of the cake on top and a lot of peaches. But we'll see how it is. That's what you want to see, this right here. That right there. That's the goodness. Right there. But I'm going to see if some of it soak up. And I'll get back with y'all later. Bye-bye.